channel, support this video, helps get it out to new people, and honestly that would be pretty cool, I guess. And also comment down below if you're a football fan, a soccer fan, what teams to look out for, support, what players to look out for, or how someone like me, just a random American who has kind of no idea what they're talking about, how to get more into it, maybe just playing more FIFA and stuff like that. Would you guys want more FIFA content? Or I guess it's not even called FIFA anymore, but you know what I mean. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I guess the first thing we should talk about is the standings for the Champions League. Then I guess we'll get into the upcoming matchups, which I think will be this weekend. This Tuesday. This Tuesday will be the matchups. This weekend is the Premier League matchups, which again we might talk about the Premier League as well in this video. I think it's supposed to be March 5th. It will be the first, well, not the first, but the next upcoming Champions League set of games, and maybe we'll look into maybe the favorites for the Champions League with the experts. Definitely not me. Think we're gonna win the Champions League final at the end of the year, and that'll be pretty fun to look at. Taking a look at the Champions League, here we have a different set of groups, which in the Champions League, basically the Champions League is like the be-all end-all, the master, the grandest stage of them all, and it basically takes a bunch of teams from all around the world and basically takes the top ones from a lot of different sort of, I don't know, what would you call them? Leagues, you would call them, I guess, different areas, like for example the Premier League, the top teams make it into the Champions League, so, and then these different teams are put into different groups to face off against each other, like for example Group A, B, Group C, Group D, Group E, Group F, Group G, Group H. There's a lot of them. Now there's also the Europa League, which is another thing, not as important, at least to my knowledge, it's not that important, but there's still another bracket of teams out there called the Europa League, but we're taking a look at the Champions League right now. And with that being said, the top two teams make it on to the next round, which is like a knockout round, I'm pretty sure, and then those teams go into another round where there's another set of knockout rounds and blah 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 blah. Group A, leading Group A with 16 points, having 5 wins and no losses, is Bayern Munich. Definitely a good team. I have known about Bayern Munich for quite some time. I am somebody who has played FIFA for quite some time as well. Since, man, like FIFA 13, I think this was the first FIFA game I ever played. And watching, a lot of UK YouTubers out there, like of course like the Sidemen, KSI, blah 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 blah, all those people who played FIFA back in the day. I used to watch their, pack openings, pack and plays, ultimate team drafts. Those are always super fun to watch. So I have some idea of these teams, but the players today, I'm not that big of a stan, I guess you could say. Okay, taking a look at the rest. Also right behind them is Copenhagen with 8 points, so they definitely have a pretty good lead. Group B, we have Arsenal with 13 points, 4 wins, 1 draw. Team in the second place with 9 points is PSV. Never heard of them before. Pretty close race there in Group B. Group C, we have Real Madrid with Napoli being second. Now Real Madrid, I do know that apparently they about to sign. They were supposed to get Mbappe, which is that true or not? I don't know. I remember seeing something on like a Bleacher Report that he picked like Real Madrid to go there, but I don't know if he's already signed there. He's there now. Can he play in the Champions League with that team? I'm not entirely sure how that even works in sort of football terms. I mean, like NBA terms, you sign a player, he comes and then he plays instantly and blah 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 blah. But I don't know if it works like that, or if he's even actually signing there. I have no idea how that works. They're looking pretty good. Group D, we have Real Sociedad. I've never heard of this team before ever in my life. They are right now 7th in La Liga. So La Liga, kind of iffy the Champions League final last year. They actually made it all the way to the finale game, going up against a god squad, but they made the final, and I don't know, maybe they'll get there again this time. They're first in their own league in La Liga, but they're, I guess, tied for first for their group in Group D. In Group E, we have Atletico Madrid with 14 points, 4 wins, no losses, and in second place is Lazio. Never heard of Lazio before. They're actually 8th right now in Serie A. They're 8th, oh my god, and they're in the Champions League. That's kind of interesting, but okay, not bad. They can pull it out, I guess. Group F, we have Dortmund. Another team I've seen like their logo a lot, but I've never really known about like the actual team name. I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing that right. With 11 points, and then PSG is actually with 8 points. They are second. That's what I meant to say. They are in second with 8 points. Now PSG was actually a team that had a pretty stacked squad like a handful of years ago, having Messi and Mbappe. Then they also had, oh my goodness, what's his name? Neymar, of course, as well. I think Mbappe is still there on that team, but again, I don't know if he's planning to like transfer to Real Madrid, or it was just something I totally just misunderstood. I have no idea. In Group G, in first place, 6-0, undefeated, we have the champions, the ultimate champions of the Champions League in Man City. Now that's a pretty popular team. You may have even heard of them if you're not even that into soccer, football like I am. But Man City is legit. They are crazy. They also have possibly, most likely, it's in my eyes, the best player right now in all of football, in Holland, who is actually an insane player. They're only, though, right now, second in the Premier League, which again, we'll get to the Premier League maybe closer at the end of the video, but they're second in their own league, actually having a pretty spicy game against their rival, Man United, on Sunday. That'll be a game I actually look into. While I watch it, though, no, because again, it starts at like 7 in the morning, my time, which I guess I could watch it if I really wanted to, but I'll just watch the highlights and take a look at it that way. But yeah, Man City, an absolutely insane squad leading their group in Group G with RB Leipzig. I have no idea, in second place. And then the last group, Group H, we have Barcelona FC, Barcelona to be exact. They are third in La Liga. This is a team you might mostly be known for, obviously seeing Messi on and some other really good players over the history of football. I'm not really sure who their best player is now. I guess you can comment down below. Again, I need you guys to be interactive with this video. Let me know what's happening, the good players, how this all this works. Let me know down in the comments, and also just inform other people in the comments as well. I would definitely love to know, and I'm sure they would too. They lead their group in Group H with 12 points. I guess also kind of tied with Porto, FC Porto, who's third in Liga Portugal. Yeah, looking pretty good. Now let's actually see here the stats so far for the Champions League. Right now, the actually player with the most goals in all of the Champions League as of right now, as I can see. First place we have, oh god, I'm gonna butcher these names, please just stick with me. We have Luke de Jong with 8 goals actually from PSV. Antoine Griezmann is tied there for second with Atletico Madrid. There's also another player from Atletico Madrid also tied for third with 5 goals. Actually, a lot of players tied for third right now, with Holland also in third with 5 goals. 5 goals is a good number for a lot of players out there. So shout out to PSV having the league right now, the Champions League goal leader right now. And then in second is a guy named Arne Fredriksberg. Never heard of him, but he has 6 goals, so shout out to him, I guess. But that's also going to change soon, because again, Tuesday is actually going to be a fresh new set of matchups. let's actually take a look at those. Now, the last set of matchups, actually, just very quickly, was all the way back February 21st. So, almost like a week, well, more than a week, but like I was about to say almost 2 weeks ago, which does kind of suck. They have such big gaps, but these teams are also playing in their own leagues and worrying about their own things, so it kind of does make sense. These games don't happen very often all the time. I'm also going to be eating some candy right now, just add some sounds right now. I don't have any gum. I keep forgetting to buy gum. I know as an ASMR artist that's really bad, but I just have some Skittles here. It's very yummy Skittles. But round of 16, leg number 2, Tuesday, March 5th. First set of games, we have Bayern Munich taking on Lazio. Now it's kind of cool about just like looking all these games up on Google. They actually have a bunch of different sort of like stats on these teams, like their head-to-head record and also the win probability of this game as well. With Bayern Munich leading 77% chance of winning this game. Bayern Munich does have 2 wins on them already, so yeah, Bayern Munich looking like they're gonna head steam over this game. We have PSG going up against Real Sociedad. I wish I knew how to pronounce that a little bit better. This one has a pretty even match when it comes to win probability. They've only played each other once, with PSG winning that game. Maybe I would say the same as well. I have no idea, but PSG looking good. Then we have the team of teams of Real Madrid going in there and going up against RB Les. That team, the team with the freaking Red Bull logo, which actually looks pretty cool. The Red Bull little logo there, with a win probability of 61%. So that's pretty cool. Real Madrid does have 2 wins on them on the one, with their most recent matchup being all the way back in the year 2022 with RB winning. But the last matchup, February 13th, Real Madrid ended up beating them 1-0. Match that I am thinking that might be a pretty good one will be Barcelona going up against Napoli. This win probability is only 59% for Barcelona, so Barcelona is the favorite, but looking like it could be a pretty even matchup with 2 wins and 3 draws being their head-to-head records. So that one could be a pretty good scoring game. And also Atletico Madrid going up against Inter Milan. That could be a pretty fun game. Now this game is actually at 1 p.m. my time, pretty late game for wherever this game is being held, in my opinion. This should actually be a very close game. The win probability is actually pretty even. 34% Atletico Madrid, 29% extra time or maybe even a draw, and 37% Inter Milan. So it's a pretty even matchup. They have no idea what's going to happen. But with the last 2 matchups, with one of them being February 20th and the last one after that was all the way back in 2018, so that doesn't really count. Inter Milan beating Atletico Madrid. That'll be a game I might even watch if I really have enough time and I'm free during Wednesday, March 13th. There's also a couple other ones going. Oh no, that's it. So there's Tuesday and there's Wednesday matchups. So I'm really excited to see that. At least from what I can see, March 13th is like the end of the sort of group stages, I think, and then it'll go on to the knockout, like the official knockout rounds sometime after that, but I have no idea. And then I also have no idea how long that goes on for. So again, please let me know down in the comments. But sort of going off of that, it being closer, I think, to the end of the Champions League, I want to take a look at the betting odds. Who are the favorites, like the all-time favorites, not just in matchup versus matchup, but for the entire thing to win it all, which is probably not too hard to find. Oh, yep, here we go. Betting odds, or at least the favorites. We don't need to check betting odds, but just the chance of winning the Champions League final. In first place to win it all, is of course none other than Man City. Yes, Manchester City. That team is still favored as of, when was this article made? Back in February 22nd, so very recently, winning 40%. So 40% chance of winning with, Man City, which I would also agree with. That team is still extremely, sorry, I just knocked you there. Extremely extremely good, and yeah, I really hope that at least if they do make it to the final, no offense to Inter Milan, it's a good game. It's a high-scoring game, a lot of stuff going on, maybe even a penalty shootout at the end of it. That's my favorite part of football. Football is a good old penalty shootout at the end of the games. Those are always super exciting. They always get super intense. And yeah, they have a 40% chance of winning. Second, we have Real Madrid with an 18%, which would be a sick Champions League final. I'm not sure how sort of the seeding works for the knockout stages when those start, but hopefully we can have, Real Madrid on one side and Man City on another side, and hopefully they can meet each other for the final. That would be a very good game. At 13%, we have Arsenal, who are a pretty good team in the Premier League. They're actually doing pretty well this year. In third, Bayern Munich in fourth with an 11% chance, 9% chance to Inter Milan, and PSG actually have an 8% chance of winning it all. So those are just some of the top teams with the top percentages, but nearly 50% chance of winning. That's a pretty good chance of winning is Man City, but there could be an upset, but I'm very excited to see what happens in between that in the knockout stages, which I will definitely be trying my best to look into whatever is going on a little bit more during that time period. But yeah, that's kind of all I really wanted to talk about, was kind of like a brief summary of the Champions League, kind of what's going on. I guess if you want my thoughts on who I think is going to win, I mean, obviously, I do think Man City is going to win. Obviously, they just still look very unstoppable. They're still undefeated. But if I could pick another team, I think Real Madrid would be that team. I think Real Madrid would be a very fun matchup again in the final. But if I could pick like a Cinderella type team, oh man, I don't know. Do I really want to pick Arsenal? I mean, Arsenal is a good Premier League team, so I guess they could be like sort of like the underdog team. Maybe, I don't know if that's a dumb pick or not, but yeah, I think Real Madrid, of course Man City, and then maybe like a team like Arsenal could make it by like Bayern Munich, or I guess an even matchup with Arsenal there being with Bayern Munich. I think that could be a team I could sneak in there. I'm just not really too sure about the lineup or who's really on Bayern Munich as for like star player quality. So yeah, I'm excited for the upcoming next stage of games or matches, I should say, and Champions League is really starting to heat up, and it's really fun to take a look into. But yeah, guys, that's really it for me. I really just wanted to do a quick little whisper ramble, random tricks as well, talking about something a little bit different. But I have talked some football on my channel when I do my 1 hour long sports whisper rambles, but maybe just a video dedicated to just this sport, I think is definitely needed and overdue. So again, if you want me to talk more soccer and football on this channel, you have to support this video. Obviously, if you guys want to see something, I'll do more of it. If you guys don't want to see something, I won't make more of it, because I just make videos based off the stuff that you guys want to see. If you guys are down for more, I am very much down for more as well. If you want to be in a upcoming ASMR video, like your name, your comment, you in a video, make sure you check out my community post, and yeah, leave a little assumption for me or the channel on there. That's a very fun video idea.